One day. Cowboys fan was truly happy for one day. And here comes Jerry. But you know what? I don't care what he's talking about. He lying. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back. Like I never left. What's good with y'all, man? Look, first and foremost, before I get started, I appreciate y'all. That push towards 30,000 is getting close. We are like almost at 400 away. So hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. If you've been here for a minute, I appreciate your support. All the likes, shares, etc. Don't go unnoticed. Let's talk about our goofy owner. You've seen the thumbnail. Now, let me explain the thumbnail to anybody that clicked on it like, why does Jerry Jones have a ski mask on? It is me being funny. It's sarcasm. It's Jerry Jones is out here, black ski mask on, black Air Force Ones, aggressive, taking control, doing this thing. Because yesterday we went out and actually did our job. We signed Osa early. We started signing some of our free agents. We started flipping switches, getting contracts moved around. That's, Jerry Jones with a ski mask. That's what the Eagles fans say about their GM. They say ski mask Howie. He always robbing everybody. So it's like a joke. It's like, oh, look at Jerry trying to be aggressive. Remember yesterday when I had the green light? it's stop. Jerry came out here and tried to stop all of that. Now, why am I saying that? Jerry came out earlier today. Give me a second. Let me just go ahead and pull it up while I'm talking to y'all. And he just went out of his way, to pretty much put a halt to all of our excitement. I don't know why, because we don't deserve it. But literally, Jerry Jones, after all of the excitement from yesterday, he wanted to make it a point, a absolute point. Jerry Jones says the draft picks this time of year are at a premium and could be used a lot more in a trade. He says this team has to bait out the trade possibilities, but will wait for other teams to come to them, which is stupid, which is not aggressive. So he's trying to temper expectations. He always also went out of his way and said this, and this is why I made this video today, because it's frustrating. It's like Jerry Jones wants to forcefully piss us off. Like last year when we were so negative and so down, and we was like, they're not going to do nothing. Jerry Jones went out of his way to say, we're going all in. So get excited. And over time, we all did. For no reason. This year, while we're all excited because of the moves, he wants to do the reverse and throw a wet blanket on and on the situation, kill momentum, hit a stop to everything. And I don't know why. Jerry Jones says, I am not looking at free agency to fill voids. We have so many voids in this team. Let me remind you, we had 18 free agents. Now, we've signed a couple. Wyatt Thomas is back. Kevontae Turpin will be back. You know what I'm saying? CJ Goodwin is back. Things like that. So we making some minor moves, nothing too major quite yet. But we still have mad voids. We only have 10 draft picks. And after about, I would say, the first 4 draft picks usually, it's really a crapshoot. You can't expect people that you pick in the 6th and 7th round to really make differences on your team. That's luck. I mean, you scout them, but it's luck. Jerry Jones going out of his way to say that today. It's like, why, Jerry? Please, in the comments, let me know if you really enjoyed those couple of days when Jerry Jones was not talking. He was just quiet. We was making jokes about, hey, man, Jerry not talking. Something's weird. It's different. I miss that. I miss those days. When him and Stephen Jones usually open their mouth, mostly Jerry lately, not even Stephen, but mostly Jerry, it's just negative. It's just bad. And this is the thing. This is my thing with the whole free agency thing. I think he's lying. I think Jerry's lying. You do not go out and free up all this money. You do not free up all this money. Today, Dak Prescott, his switch was flipped. That created $37 million. Yesterday, CeeDee Lamb switch was flipped. That's 20. That's $57 million. Not to mention, when you signed Osa Odigizua, you got some money to add to this because Osa's not making his 20 this year. So you got money to add on to that. Let's just say that's about 10. I don't know the exact number, But let's just say we had about $67 million. Not to mention the extra money that was on the cap, but I think that got eaten up by the retirements of Zach Martin, etc. But my point is, we should be at roughly right now, before Micah signing, roughly about $70 million, roughly, give or take. I don't understand why you think, or why people think that, because even if you want to carry over money, you only can carry over 25. You don't need that much money to sign Jordan Lewis, Carl Lawson, Chauncey Golston. We don't have those type of players left. Osa is signed now. So what is all this money for? Why are you flipping switches? If you weren't planning on attacking free agency and just drafting players, you don't need $60 million to secure your draft class. And you don't need none of the money to sign Micah Parsons. So Micah Parsons' signing will actually open up more money for the Cowboys. That'll be another like $20 million. Seriously. If you don't understand the cap, I ain't here to teach you. Just trust me. We signed Micah to create more money for us to go do more stuff. So that's not a holdup. Jerry Jones and them are going to try to spin it to be a hold. It's not a holdup. Us signing Osa actually helps us sign Micah. All this extra money, we can sign Micah, add more money to the cap. So what are you doing? Let's just put a round number on it. Let's just say after everyone signs back, draft class and everything, you have about $50 to $60 million to play with. What are you flipping switches for? Even if you're carrying over money, because I know the Cowboys let to carry more money over. What are you flipping switches for? What are you doing? They're going to do something. I made this video to just say, I want to push my chips to the middle of the table and just pick a side. I don't care what Jerry Jones is saying anymore. I got mad earlier immediately. Like, why is Jerry throwing a wet blanket on it? I don't believe him. He's capping. Jerry Jones is in the business of producing emotion. He doesn't want us leaning too far either direction. I'm starting to realize his game. When we're too happy, he wants to come mess that up. Stop being happy. Things ain't going good. He don't want us to just be happy like other fan bases, just gleeful all summer. But if we too down, then he wants to come and make trades and talk about trades and go get Mingo or, try to do something that he thinks is going to lift him around. He didn't know that was going to piss us off. But, we was all down last year and we was just like, we're not going to do nothing. And you're not signing Dak. You ain't signing CD. And, we really, really like the fan base was on suicide watch. What did Jerry do? I need to just go out there and just say, we're going to be proactive. We're not going to try to build it for tomorrow. We're going to build it for the now. We all kind of fell hook, line, and sinker either immediately over time. And then the media got into it, and we're all in. Then this year, Stephen Jones and them come out, and they say things in the first press conference with Shotty about moving differently and assessing things differently. Or, he did them stupid quote marks. And we was like, all right, we'll see. We'll see. And then last week he comes out and says, well, we'll be selectively aggressive. And we're like, all right, here's same old bullish. Here y'all go. But actions speak louder than words. So I was anticipating with selectively aggressive and the lack of talking and everything, they're not going to re-sign Osa. They're going to mess up the salary cap by tagging him. And what do? They signed Osa on time. They start flipping switches. They start signing players. And we were just excited. And then we said, you know what? Look at Jerry out here, black Air Force Ones, mink on, ski mask. He aggressive. It's a metaphor. And then Jerry comes out today and purposefully, he knows what he's doing. He's lucid in his thoughts. This isn't foggy Jerry. Purposefully says buzzwords. He knows free agency is a buzzword for Cowboys Nation. He purposefully comes out and says, I'm not trying to fill voids in free agency. Why do you need to even say that? Just let it happen. But he wanted to get a message, to pay attention. He wanted to get a message across to his fan base to piss us off purposefully. It's one of those things where you starve somebody and then when you give them a saltine cracker, you're so happy that you start to cheer. That's why him flipping switches got us excited. Oh, restructures? We cooking. We're just happy with restructures. We haven't even secured the player yet. So Jerry Jones coming out and saying, we're not trying to fill voids. so that when they do go make a big trade, go sign 2 or 3 players, we will be so starved and angry, we have no choice but to get super excited. It's a mental mind game, and I'm tired of playing it. Jerry Jones is lying. They're going to go do something. Now, am I saying that they're going to go get DK Metcalf? I don't know about all that. But do I think they'll add some smart free agents in the vein or trade for somebody like a Cooper Kupp? Yes, I do. Do I think a Nick Bolton or maybe a Greenlaw or maybe a Javon Kinlaw or Martinez? Or do I think that certain players are in play that are very fiscal for this team? Yes. And that's all I've ever been asking for. Somebody like DK Metcalf is a pie in the sky dream. I'm not about to lie to myself about that. I would love it, but I'm not going to get too excited quite yet. I need some more tea leaves to drop. But as far as me thinking that they can build this team, we have the money and you're flipping switches to add players. We need to add players. We're not going to undrafted free agent our way out of this, and you're not going to just draft your way out of this. I don't care what you say in press conferences. You're lying. Jerry Jones, if somebody that works for you or somebody just watches this video, hope the message gets to you. CFT is calling your bluff. You are lying. And as soon as you sign a player that's outside of our free agents, I'm going to remember this and call you on it. You are lying. You guys do know you need to build this team. There's no way in the world you think, you know what? The world champions are in our division, and our division rival in Washington Commanders just added Deebo Samuel, which means they're active. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to just draft our way to become better. I almost cursed, but F out of here. Ain't no way. What you're going to do is get more proactive. You might do it smartly. You might not be as silly with the money, but there's no way you're going to just sit by and let this team, these 2 teams in the arms race in your division go crazy and you just lay down and take it. If you're going to just lay down and take it, then trade CD, trade Dak, don't sign Micah, and let's just do a rebuild for real. Don't play with it. Or you're going to grow some nuts and actually do something. Put the ski mask on in the mink and go get busy. Stop acting like your son. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments about Jerry Jones pump faking on the fan base, trying to make us sad. But I ain't going. He lying. They going to sign some people. I'll holla.